Hey, what's going on, you guys? I am super excited today because I get to announce something we've been working on for a very long time. It is absolutely unprecedented. That's a big claim, but I'm going to back it up. We have been working on an overland software platform for a really long time. It means that you'll have an app in your hand, whether you have an Android or iOS device, that helps you get out, explore, go farther, do more, and connect with the community. And it has the most cutting edge technology right in the application. Now, there's a reason when somebody says, hey, I'm building an app, or we're building an app. Now, there's a reason they don't get finished. And that's because it is extremely difficult to do. The idea of building software is fairly straightforward, but actually building really cutting edge quality software and putting it in the hands of a lot of people is very difficult. How can I make these big claims? So a little behind the scenes and a little bit about me. My background, I had a 20+ year career working on some of the largest software products of all time. So I know how hard it is. Now, Overland Bound grew very quickly. We started out and said, hey, adventure is necessary for not just being alive, but truly living. And the community agreed with us. It became apparent that in order to really support that community, we would have to build software to do it. So the first version of what we're releasing, it's taken well over 50 engineering months to complete the first version. And I just want to tell you a little bit about it. And then I'm going to show you a highlights reel that explains it in about a minute and a half. But basically, the app will allow you to connect with the community, plan your adventures, and get together with your friends, and then go. Navigation is a part of the application as well. So it's more than just a social hub. It has overlanding utilities built into it as well. But wait, there's more. I'm kidding, but not really. So you already have a very expensive piece of hardware in your pocket that is a personal computer. You invested in this hardware. Why would you want to go and spend $700 or more on additional hardware that doesn't do as good a job as this? You wouldn't want to do that. And for that reason, our software works on both iOS and Android, the phone you already have. No need to spend more money. I am super excited about this. I also want to talk about our 3D capabilities. You will be able to go out to a trailhead, hit record your track, we'll get all of the telemetry, and we'll be able to render your track in 3D. So if you do choose to share it with someone else, they can view it in 3D so you know before you go. One of the problems with 2D maps is that you look at the map, and when you go there, you face a very different thing. You may not be prepared. So viewing and visualizing the terrain in 3D where other members have traveled will allow you to be better prepared. The way we're building the software and the way we're going to keep it the absolute most cutting edge software available is that our team is going to operate just like I used to operate our live game teams. And that is that they're going to continue to work on the software. They're never going to stop. And unlike other apps that might get a maintenance release every 6 months, we're going to be providing value every single month. So if you download the app, it will just get more features and improve, become more efficient both on and off the grid every single month. That's how we're going to operate. So there's a long roadmap ahead. You guys are going to see the video. You're going to say, wow, that looks great. What's it going to cost? So let's talk about that right now. So first of all, the app will be free, and there's a lot of free information and resources. One of our founding principles is that there's no barriers to information, so there'll be a lot of utility and a lot of use and a lot of communication absolutely for free. For member interaction, that's when we're going to ask you to become an Overland Bound member. That's for feature and cost reasons. It's also for privacy reasons. We want you to be a part of the crew. Now, we are building the most technologically advanced mapping and navigation software on the planet. Starting at the beginning of next year, we'll have the preliminary mapping and navigation features incorporated into the app, and that's going to be what we're referring to now as an expedition tier. There will be a yearly subscription for that. It'll be comparable to other software that you see out there on the market. It'll just be a lot better. The reason for this pay tier is because that mapping data and information is not free to Overland Bound, and it takes a staff in order to maintain and improve those features over time. It won't be required. We're also working out ways for that software to pay for itself through discounts and other relationships that we have. So hopefully it just continues to provide value to you. Talking about mapping and navigation really quick, I know some of the pain points that you have because I have the exact same pain points, and that is that you use 3 different methods to get from your doorstep to some awesome off-grid location. First of all, you have to find where you want to go, so that's a research project right there. Second, you want turn-by-turn street navigation, so you go to Google or you go to Waze or some other application, and then you have a dedicated offline, off-grid navigation software that you use once you pass the trailhead, and that usually has a cost to it. So we are incorporating all of those things into a single app, and our live team that never stops working on the software will be dedicated to using the latest, greatest technology and making it the absolute best navigation software. So again, if you want to think about this, just the bullet points, this is software that operates on both iOS and Android. It's overland software specifically that allows you to connect, plan, and go, and it'll be available to you this summer and will never stop improving. Let's hit a couple of questions I know you have. How do I know when it comes out? There'll be links in the description for you to sign up for the beta program, but all members, all Overland Bound members, will immediately have access to this software. So please, it helps us out. Go over and become an Overland Bound member. It's not expensive, and you'll be one of the first people to hear about the software and be able to use it. And we'll have more information in the description below. All right, enjoy the highlights reel. If you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to answer your questions in the comments. Enjoy the highlights.